I wasn't even recording this whole time. I don't even know what I said. I had a whole thing. I was talking about retirement and it wasn't even recording. Hey out there, YouTube. I just had a whole segment. I don't know. I think it was like a good 10-15 minute segment where I was talking about aging, retirement. How can we navigate through this and, come out on the other side? If any of you have any ideas, because I've been watching a lot of videos, about people, young and old, not just people retirement age, but people of all ages, and, my heart goes out to them, people who are sleeping in their cars and, trying to make ends meet and, doing what they got to do to live. And, I don't want to be in that predicament. Again, I don't knock anybody. And, again, my heart goes out to those folks. But I'm trying to avoid that situation. But I'm at a point now with my job. I do work. But I'm coming up, soon can be eligible for retirement. But I just find myself, which I said previously, I find myself not financially being ready for it. I do have some money saved for retirement. I have my own personal savings a little bit. And I, did our company, we have what's called a 401k. It's called TSP. I work for the federal government. So it's called a TSP account, which is like equivalent to a 401k. And, a little bit of money set aside for that, but it's nowhere near enough, that's going to sustain you, through retirement. So if any of you younger folks are watching, please, please, please put money away and save for when you get older. Because I always thought when I was a youngster coming up, I always thought, oh, retirement, I'm going to work forever. And as I get older, luckily, knock on wood, I still have my health so far. So physically, I'm able, to work. Mentally, I'm not there. I'm just getting to the point where it's like I'm getting kind of tired and exhausted and frustrated. And my mind is just telling me, retire, but my pocketbook is saying the opposite. So if you guys have any ideas, the investment thing, I do watch a lot of YouTube videos about investments. It's not, I guess I need to take a class. It's not, to me, informative enough to take that plunge. I hear about all these different stocks and dividends and, I really don't know a lot about it. And I see a lot of YouTube videos where they're offering you stocks, and some of the YouTubers they're saying, they can help you out and all that. But I need more education on it before I, dive into something like that. And plus, I don't really have money. I always thought of stocks as something, if you got money to burn or you got money to throw away, you can play the stock market, which that may or may not be true, but I don't have, money like that. So, but I'm just still, I'm just trying to navigate this retirement thing, and I keep going back and forth. Like I said, I want to do it, but financially I can't. And I think there's a lot of people out there that are probably in the same predicament. And, as I had mentioned previously in the video that shut down on me, I had mentioned, I'm not political. I don't want to make this, political thing, but I do, see the news like everybody else. And with this new administration coming in, it's just going to be tough for everybody. If you're not a billionaire or a millionaire, and if you don't know how to invest in the stock market and make, your money work for you, I feel like we're going to have a hard time. We're going to have a hard time these next 4 years. Not much we can do, But, save our money, stop spending on things that we don't need. I had a hard time. That's a lesson I had to learn. I'm still learning it because I like to shop and, I like to buy the nice stuff. But I've learned by watching a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of influencers here on YouTube. And it's just not the way to go. Like, why are we, paying Louis Vuitton and Chanel and Hermes and, why are we giving them all of our money? And they're like super, super ultra rich. And, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with buying that stuff if you can afford it. But a lot of us are like me, who you really can't afford it, but you want it because you see everybody else with it. So, I'm just learning slowly to, stay away from and steer clear of that stuff. Because like I mentioned earlier, I am trying to retire. So, and the reality is I just can't afford that stuff. So if you've got to buy stuff like that and put it on a credit card and spread your payments out and all that stuff that some of these credit cards offer, it's just not worth it. Just don't do it. Learn from me. Then, you get all this credit card debt, which is not good. You rack up all this credit card debt, and how are you going to pay for it? And if you're somebody like me, you're thinking about retiring, you can't retire with a bunch of debt. You just can't. You can't have like car payments and credit card debt and all that stuff. That's got to be to a minimum. So I've been managing, that. I've been doing a little bit better. But in my younger years, I did indulge with like I said, too much shopping and the credit cards and all that stuff. So I kind of managing that a little bit better now. But I don't know, folks. It's like we just gotta hang in there. We gotta do better. So if you guys can think of something, or like maybe how we can supplement our incomes, as we get older or as we go into retirement. Because the reality is, even when you retire and you're eligible, if Social Security is there by the time a lot of us, eligible, it's not going to be enough, folks. It's just not going to be enough. And again, going back to what I said previously, that's why, the homeless, we have a homeless crisis, and especially with our elderly folks. I mean, with a lot of people, but you would think with the elderly people, once they retire and everything, you would think, you're set. It used to be back in the day, that you retire and from your company and they pay you a pension and you were set for life. It's just not like that anymore. You have to pay for your own retirement. And so, as I mentioned earlier, if younger folks are watching this, put your money away. Don't shop. Don't give it to Louis Vuitton. Don't give it to BMW. Don't give it to Mercedes. Put your money away. Put it away for yourself. If you don't do anything else, you pay yourself first. As they say. Your savings, your 401k, that type of thing. Well, that's all I have to say in this video. If you can like or subscribe even, please, I really appreciate it. Or, drop me some comments if you have any ideas on how we can, it's people getting ready for retirement, or even the younger folks, how we can make more money and supplement our income. All right. Thank you for watching, and I wish you a very nice day. Thank you.